All right, guys, welcome to our regeneration class again for 2021. We changed the name, but it's similar programming or the same programming. We're going to be going over some good movements today. Remember, today is our little bit more of a stretchy day, so we're going to have some fun with just getting some good movements in. We're going to flow through them like a yoga and Pilates class. If you don't know who I am, because we got some new people on here, I'm Coach Clint with the Vitality Program, and I'm excited to bring you today's class. We're going to go for about 30 minutes, so we'll be done just after the half-hour mark. We're going to get warmed up and get rolling. While we wait for others to jump on, we like to do a tip of the day in this class. So the tip of the day today, and it's always hard to get this thing centered because it's mirrored. So tip of the day today is trying to find healthy alternatives to maybe drinking a whole bunch of coffee or caffeine, like sodas, energy drinks. I do have problems with energy drinks because I like them, actually. I like the taste, and I like soda. So this is a good one for me also. So as you can see, golden milk or creamy turmeric lattes are a good way. So turmeric is not only an anti-inflammatory, and not only does it taste good, but it's good for your body. It actually kind of wakes you up like vitamin D, which is interesting because that's our next one on the list is natural light. Get out and get some sunshine. We might not be able to do natural light in North Idaho or Oregon because sometimes the sun doesn't shine and it just rains and rains and rains. So you might want to get yourself one of those happy lights that'll actually help wake you up. Putting that by your computer will help. You can even get daylight bulbs to put in certain outlets now or fixtures now. So that's nice also. And then we have peppermint tea or green tea, just a healthier version, which helps you wake you up. Or we have hydrate with H2O. So drinking water actually helps wake your body up. And you can do spa waters and put some citrus in there and allow it to also help wake you up because citrus as a essential oil in a diffuser, stuff like that actually helps energize you also. So drinking it helps also. And I like personally the last one on there, and that's why I put a whole bunch of explanation points after it. Move, which is what you guys are doing now. So this will help wake you up for the rest of your day. That's why we like to post some stretch breaks, and we're working on that kind of stuff. And we want to meet with you and your teams and do stretch breaks to help you get through your day. And then our last part today, and again, this is brought to us by a member, is, and I got to make sure I read it correctly, so I'm going to turn my screen so I can see it. Okay. We have, how did the Brontosaurus feel after his workout? I'll give you the answer at the end. I love these dad jokes, and cute little picture there. I like that picture. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start down on the ground. We are doing single leg glute bridges. So we're on the ground. We're going to dig our heel into the ground. We're going to go into the hook position with the other leg. Hands at your side for support. Drive up, squeeze your glute, let yourself down, nice and slow. We're going to go for 8 of those. It's not going to take a long time, but I don't want you to just power through them. I want you to feel your hips. So make sure your hips are staying nice and parallel to the floor. Squeeze that glute, squeeze the hamstring that's doing the work. Get your 8 in. Each rep should take about 3 seconds or so with a pause and then a nice slow down. Okay. Take your time. We got one more. And then we're going to switch sides. Once you switch, same thing on that first one. Take a little extra time to get those hips squared up. Feel the power coming from the glute. It is the powerhouse. That's why we use our glute so much in this class, especially. Movement is important, and that glute is a big piece of movement. And the fact that a lot of us have been sitting all day, working our glute helps open up those hip flexors because you're using that big muscle to pull against those hip flexors. Let's go one more. And down. Speaking of hip flexors, what I want you to do, we're going to go into our normal bent knee hamstring, but I want you to do an active leg lift first. So pull that leg up as high as you can without grabbing behind it, and then grab behind and do our bent knee hamstring. We're just doing that one active leg lift. pulling that leg into position and then going into our hamstring stretch, grabbing behind the hamstring, kick that foot up flat towards the ceiling. Nice and slow here too. Get a little extra push at the top to get that shake. Let's go one more. Now remember this first piece, now straighten out the right, switch to the left. Again, actively lift that leg up as far as you can, then grab behind and then start that stretch. Remember, this first part is not to get you winded. This isn't supposed to be super hard. This is our preparation for our workout today. So we're just waking stuff up. Good. Remember, kick that foot flat up to the ceiling, like you're going to try to put your foot print on the ceiling. Don't point your toe. Get that leg as straight as possible by pulling and pushing that foot towards the ceiling. And relax. Nice. All right, now we're going to go into our 90-90. So I'm going to move my paper so I don't crush it. 90-90 position. Okay, 90 at the knee, 90 at the hip. We're going to go straight across today. So both hands come together. I'm going to rotate up as far as I can, tight today. And then I'm going to allow my back hand to continue while I point towards the ceiling with my front hand. Make sure I'm breathing, close down and back. Something to maintain is keep these knees stacked so that you're not sliding your hip back. Only go as far as you can. Like my hand is not touching. I don't know if you can see that on the screen or not, but my hand is not touching in the back, and that's okay. I'm super tight today. We're just doing 3 of these to loosen things up. T-spine rotation, little shoulder work, only going as far as I can, pushing past just a tiny bit to open things up. Switch it sides. Break dancing, coach. Here we go. 90-90. Scoot back just a little bit. There you go. 90-90. Open up. Oh, I got lots of space. I don't know why I was so close. Good. Now you know the movement, so it's a little easier. One side might be a little easier. That's normal. Okay, don't think that you're weird. Don't get down on yourself. It might pop. This is one of the movements I like to do in the morning because it definitely, my back likes to pop first thing in the morning and it feels really good. All right, rolling onto our back, dead bug position. Okay, so back into that hook lying position, 90 at the knee, 90 at the hip. Try to keep your feet up. My hands are going to post straight up towards the ceiling. Okay, I'm just going to lock my core in here. Don't allow your back to round. We're going to take our right leg out. Hands still just point towards the sky. Take that leg out as straight as you can. Bring it right back. Switch to the other side. Kick it out straight. I'm not touching my heel to the ground. It's hovering the entire time. We're just going to do 5 of these on each side. If you want to make it a little more challenging, okay, you can use your arms. You can put your one arm, opposite leg. So if I was going right leg, left arm goes out, that's great. Okay, if you want to do that, add that little piece in, that's fine. Just really focus on your core. Make sure that your back is not rounding as you're doing that. Okay, your back should stay nice and controlled and attached to the ground in a comfortable position. You should feel no tension through your back. This is all core, 5 on each side. This is my last one right here. And relax. Nice. Up to our feet, little neural activation before we go into our flow. And then we have a really fun core workout at the end that I actually did with one of my small groups, and we'll kind of talk about that as we go. Okay, drop squats today. So we start in our elevated position, up on our toes. On go, we're going to drop into that base position. Hips go back, hands go back. Okay, from there, second go, we're going to base rotation. So your feet switch positions. Okay, so pretend there's a line under you that you're jumping back and forth over with your feet. You can go as fast or as slow as you want with this neural activation. Okay, I obviously am not watching you, but you're watching me. I'm going to just go at a nice comfortable pace. We're going to go for about 3-ish seconds and then repeat. We're only doing 2. Ready? All the way up. Go. Hold. Go. Base rotations. Nice, comfortable pace. And relax. Good. All the way up. Go. Hold. And go. And relax. All right. So going into the flow piece. Now, at any point in this, we're going to stay all on one side. If you need to take a quick little break, take a quick break. Get right back into it. Okay, that's the name of the game for this flow pattern. Do what you can, get back into it. Okay, there's not a lot of regressions for this, so nothing to take it down a little bit. If you need to at any point, you can put one foot down so that you have both down. It's totally up to you. Okay, so this is on you. Do what you can. I'm going to run you through it. So our first one, I'm going to turn sideways. Left leg is my down leg. Right leg hovers. Hands go out. We're going into that inverted hamstring position. Slight bend in the down leg. Nice and long through the torso and the back foot. Pushing my heel to the back of the room so I feel that stretch. From there, our right leg taps down to the floor. We go into a lunge position. So holding in that lunge position, I'm going to take my right hand to the outside of my left leg, rotate open. Good. Come back to center. Both hands go down to the floor, going into our world's greatest. Notice my back leg is pressing that heel down to the floor, staying active. Both hands down to the floor. Now I'm going to rotate my left hand towards the sky, looking at where my fingers are going, up towards the sky. Nice deep breaths. Don't hold your breath in these movements. Good. Hand comes down to the ground again. From here, we're going into a down dog position. So we're going to kick that leg back, down dog position, or as best you can. Notice mine's not perfect, but I'm working on it with you guys all the time. Okay, now, again, right leg goes up to the sky as best you can. Okay, 3 position down dog. Okay, so we have a left leg and 2 arms. From here, we're going dive bombers. So I'm going to drop my forehead down towards the ground. I'm going to sweep down across, drop those hips to the ground into that cobra position. My right leg is still off, but at this point, if you need to touch that leg down, that's great. Okay, now we're going to drive back up into a 3-point down dog. And I'm going to walk those hands back towards my base leg. And I'm going to come up nice and slow once I find my balance. That's going to be one of the hardest things. Come up nice and tall. See, a nice, easy flow. Okay, again, I switched my position. Hopefully everybody can see good. Okay, right leg now. Right leg's my base leg. Same thing. Inverted hamstring first. Soft bend in that knee. Nice and long through the torso and the back leg. Heel goes to the back of the room. Arms go out for support. Hold. Good. Drop that back leg coming into a lunge position. Hand goes to help rotate open. My knee is hovering. If you want to take your knee down to the ground for more stability, that's fine. That's how you're going to stay balanced. We want to stay balanced in this workout. Good. Both hands go down to the floor, inside of that front leg. Drive that heel down towards the floor. Nice tight core here. Good. Rotate open. Point towards the sky. Again, make sure you're breathing. Good. Hands go down. Step back. Down dog position. Open those hips up. Open those shoulders up. Now left leg goes up towards the sky. Beautiful. Hold. Good. Going into that dive bomber. Remember, drop your forehead down towards the floor by bending those arms. Sweep your face across the floor. Come into that cobra position. Hold for a second. Good. Drive those hips up. Walk those hands back towards that base leg and come up nice and slow. Nice work. All right. Round 2. We got one more on each side, and then we're going to finish with our little core piece for today. Okay. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Left leg, base leg. Okay. Going into that inverted hamstring, nice and slow, long through the torso. Push that back heel to the back of the room. Hands out if you need. If you want to challenge yourself, keep your hands in. If you start getting wobbly, take those hands out. Good. Dropping in that lunge position. Turn and open up. I'm going to turn towards the camera this time. Smile. Good job, guys. Hold. Good. Hands go down. Kick that heel to the back of the room. Nice tight core. Open up. Again, I'm turning towards the camera. Left hand goes to the sky. Pushing my hand up towards the sky. Strong through that base arm. Make a straight line. Look where that hand is going up towards the sky. Hand comes down. Locked in. Good. Kick those back into a down dog position. Deep breaths here. Good. Left leg as your base leg. Right leg goes up. Dive bomber down to the floor. They get harder as you go. Definitely. Good. Back up into that down dog single leg. Hold for a second. Walk those hands back and roll up nice and strong. Beautiful. Nice work, guys. One more. One more, and then we're going into our core work for today. Get your deep breath. Right leg as your base leg. I'm moving forward. Lock in, soft bend, inverted hamstring, long through the torso, back leg, heel, push to the back of the room. Open up if you want. Challenge yourself if you want. Find that balance. If you're doing it barefoot, watch your toes. It's pretty awesome to watch your feet work. Proprioception is a real thing. Body trying to balance. Foot down. Lunge position. Hand, rotate. Look where that hand is going. Smile for the camera. It's not on. I can't see you. But I know you're doing it. I feel your energy. There you go. Beautiful. Back into that world's greatest position. Drive that heel down. Nice tight core. Lock those shoulders in. Don't hunch your back. Think about making yourself as long and as proud as possible. I have a logo on my sweatshirt. I'm showing it off. Good. Rotate towards the sky. Hand goes up. Look where that hand is. Make sure you're a straight line from the tip of your finger down to your base hand into the floor. Deep breath. Beautiful. Hand down to the floor. Lock in. Kick back. Down dog position. Open those shoulders. Take a second here. Right leg as your base leg. Left leg goes up. Dive bomber, dropping down, sliding through, and up. Drive back, 3-point down dog. Walk those hands back, roll up, nice and slow. Oh, good job, guys. We made it through the flow, okay? Shake those hips out a little bit. Before we go into our core, we're gonna do a couple of lateral squats, okay? Lateral squat. I'm opening up to you guys, okay? Stepping out wide. As I come into that lateral squat, I'm moving to my right side first. I'm making sure my knee is inside my foot. My hip is inside my knee. Just gonna come down. Again, proud chest as much as possible. Step back up. Only go as low as you can, keeping that good form. Knee inside of foot, hip inside of knee. We're gonna alternate sides without stepping together. Just nice and slow. Take your time. If you're going a little slower than me, that's fine. Okay, don't go any faster than me on this one. Nice and controlled. Okay, you're pretending you're Apollo Antonono right now, and if you don't know who he is, watch short track speed skating. He was a big influence to me as far as wanting to get strong and learn how to ice skate and all kinds of stuff. Guy's got legs like a beast. Okay, he could do these all day and he could get a lot lower than I can. Let's go 2 more. So 1 more on each side. Think of form. We're just stretching things out a little bit, loosening up. This next little piece only takes a couple of minutes. It's a little bonus exercise. Okay, last thing before we go into our next piece, I want to loosen up our shoulders a little. Okay, so a little bonus for you. This is our kind of our stretch of the week. Coach Jim and I have been working on some stretch break videos. This is one of his. Interlace those fingers. Make a pointer fingers with your pointer fingers and your thumbs, and you're going to press out. Lock your shoulders in. I'm looking straight over. Now what I'm doing here is as I push forward, I'm doing a standing cat-cow. Okay, so I'm pushing back through and rounding my shoulders to push my fingers forward. And then I'm going to pull back and I'm going to go into a power pose. And as I go into this power pose, I'm squeezing between my shoulder blades. Okay, I'm squeezing, opening up. Okay, I'm going to point towards you, interlace those fingers, push to the front of the room. Keep your shoulders out of your ears, but you're going to roll forward, arching your back a little bit. Open up into that power pose. Let's go 1 more. I'm going to turn completely sideways so you can kind of see. Okay, interlace those fingers. Point. I have a slight bend in my knees to just kind of make it a little easier to reach forward and really arch through that back. And then come forward and kind of that proud chest, push your chest out, open up, squeeze those shoulder blades, and relax. Okay, now our shoulders should be warmed up for this next piece. Okay, so I'm going to start a timer. The timer is 20 seconds, okay? So we're going to go 20 seconds for each of these movements. We're going to go plank, then we're going to go straight into 20 seconds of shoulder taps. Then we're going to go back to plank for 20, plank rotations, which we've been doing a bunch of, where we leave our feet square, but we rotate through the shoulders for 20 seconds, and then back into plank is our last one. Okay, so we got plank, shoulder taps, plank, rotations, plank. Okay, so 5 things, 20 seconds each. So lock into that plank position first. We're going to start in 5 seconds. Okay, make sure that you're locked in nice and tight. Here we go on 3, 2, 1, and go. We're just holding in this plank. Nice and strong. Okay, our next thing is going to be shoulder taps. We're starting in 10 seconds. If you need to take a break, I would rather you go into a down dog than put your knees down, okay? But do what you need to. Here we go on 3, 2, 1. Shoulder taps. Widen out your base so that nothing's moving except for those arms. You can get as many shoulder taps in as you want, as long as you have good form. Keep that core tight. Okay, in 5 seconds, we're just holding back into a plank. Not too bad, see? Not too bad. And hold. Make sure you still have good position. Again, if you need to, go into a down dog for a second, lock back in if you need to stretch your shoulders. Okay, this next one, plank rotations in 10 seconds. Okay, remember, my feet tip towards you, I open up, and then we switch sides. 2, 1, and go. Open up. Make yourself a big T when you rotate. 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. And hold into plank. Lock in. Doing good. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work, guys. That is it for today. So I'm going to go ahead and run you through it, our quote of the day and everything. So our coach's challenge today, okay? 30 seconds while coach explains everything, or as I read the quote of the day and everything. Our coach's challenge today is going to be our egg extension. Okay, so we're here. I'm tucking up like I'm going to try to make myself an egg, and I'm just going to extend out as far as I can without wanting to rock up. Okay, I probably could get my feet out straight, but that's going to put a lot of pressure on my back. So I'm just going to go out as far as I can with my shoulders off the ground. You keep your hands either tucked behind your head or right next to your head. I'm going to hold my paper here as we do it together. Okay, we got about 30 seconds. Let's go. Okay, so one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. You can pass that on to your coworkers. You can pass that on to your family members. Sometimes a positive thought coming from somebody to another person can make all the difference in the world. So I try to motivate you. You guys just being here motivates me. That's what keeps me rolling, keeps me working hard. So I appreciate you guys every day. Thanks for being here. Stay positive even as things go crazy around you. Just do your best. Relax. Good job on the coach's challenge today. Nice work. And like I said, guys, I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming and spending some time with me. I look forward to seeing you next time. We can always go on to that group calendar. If you can't make my class, there's all kinds of classes out there for you guys. We also have added some small group training, which will be added there soon. But you can also go on to your Journey account and look for those small group training classes just like you used to. I know we have a whole bunch of them out there, some with weights, some without. So if you would like to join that, let me know. And as always, if you want to chat with a coach about anything, it can be goal setting, it can be what classes are coming soon. You can always reach out. We would love to schedule one-on-ones. You guys have 4 of them this year, an initial, which is an hour, and 3 follow-ups, which are half hours. You can use them however you want, okay? So if you want to talk more, let me know. You can always reach me on instant messenger or email anytime. I'd love to hear from you guys. Send jokes, send tips of the day, send whatever you want that you want added into these videos. I'd love to do it for you. That can even be movements. And like I said at the beginning, if you want to talk stretch breaks or anything like that for your groups, want to do a quick 10 minute thing, let me know. We're here to do those also. Okay. Thanks again, guys. And don't leave without knowing your joke. How did the Brontosaurus feel after his workout? Well, he felt dinosaur. God, I love those word pun ones. Those are great. All right, guys, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you later this week. As always, thanks again. Stay safe. See you soon.